I knew that you were going to be a giant star. I really did.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, but I didn't know. What I didn't know is that you were going to get so sexy.
You're embarrassing me.
You go rehearse and I'll see you later. Okay? Bye. Give me a kiss.
Quiet, I thought, how can he turn into Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson did not need to chase attention for people to react to him. His presence alone could make some of the biggest women in entertainment smile, blush, light up, or speak about him with a kind of excitement they could not fully hide. That is what makes these moments interesting.
I know you know that Michael and I are like family. We've shared many magic moments together. The early days and television specials, recording, and doing the movie The Wiz. Well, you know he's an exceptional human being, talented beyond his years, a dream in motion.
Diana Ross was not just giving Michael a normal introduction here, she sounded truly proud of him. When she called him a dream in motion, it did not feel like a line someone was reading just to fill an award show moment. Her voice had warmth, excitement, and real feeling behind it. It felt like she was not only presenting a superstar to the crowd, but also celebrating someone she cared about. Michael gave that same feeling back when he spoke about Diana. She had just praised him with so much love, and Michael answered in his own gentle way. It did not look like two celebrities simply moving through an award show routine. It looked like two icons openly showing how much they valued each other.
I think one of my favorite people in the whole entire world is Diana Ross. She's been such a special friend to me and has taught me so many incredible, important things. And I'm just so honored that she came here.
You had to dance, right?
Beyonce presenting Michael Jackson feels like one generation honoring the artist who helped shape the next one. She was already a major star at that point, but the way she speaks about Michael shows real respect. It does not feel like she is only reading a prepared speech and moving on. It feels like she understands the weight of the moment. She is standing beside someone who changed the standard for performance, music videos, dancing, and global fame. Her tone carries the feeling of someone who grew up watching him, learned from his impact, and finally got to stand there in front of the person who helped create the path she was walking on.
I'm honored to be here tonight to introduce a music icon. As a little girl, grew into his music, I, like millions around the world, tried to mimic his unique and thrilling singing and dancing. The king of pop. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome artist and humanitarian Michael Jackson. You've won every conceivable award, so the RMAs had to invent a new one just for you, for your selfless contributions toward making our world a better place.
At another award show, Michael and Beyonce had a quick, playful moment while he was giving his speech. It only lasted a few seconds, but it stood out because Michael actually paused and reacted to her. The exchange had a light, fun energy, as something small happened between them that the crowd noticed right away. It was not a huge moment, and it does not need to be pushed too hard. The charm is in how natural it looks. Michael was usually careful during speeches, so when he briefly broke from the moment, fans picked up on it. That tiny pause made the moment feel sweet, funny, and a little playful without making it feel forced.
We all love you. I want you to give it up for the king of pop, Michael, 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 Michael Jackson. Congratulations on winning the World Music Award, Diamond Award.
Meanwhile, Brooke Shields had a different kind of connection with Michael because their bond was not built around one public moment. They had known each other for years, and that history made her reactions feel even more meaningful. When Michael was receiving his award, Brooke was seen taking pictures of him like an excited fan, even though she already knew him personally. That small detail says a lot. She was not just standing there politely because cameras were around. She looked genuinely happy to see him being celebrated. It showed that friendship did not take away the magic Michael had. To Brooke, he was still someone worth admiring in that room.
Now, I'm very present the Grammy Legend Award for 1993 to my big brother, Michael Jackson.
Brooke did not really hide how she felt about Michael at this moment. When she said they both still had a crush on each other, it came out playful, but there was also a little truth behind the smile. She was not speaking about him like some distant celebrity from the past. She made it clear that Michael had a special place in her heart, and that feeling did not fully disappear, even as life moved on. The way she smiles while telling the story gives the moment a warm feeling. It sounds like a joke on the surface, but the emotion underneath makes people pay closer attention.
Well, actually, I think right now, let me say that I believe that we're closer now than we ever were. I think we love each other more now than we even knew we did when we were younger.
Really?
We used to, well, because we had fun when we were younger. I mean, it was, okay, and we were sort of a source of relief.
This is a question. Did you have a crush on him, or did he have a crush on you?
I think we both had a crush, and still do have a crush on each other. I mean, I think part of having a crush on someone is admiring them. Almost, I mean, we have a lot of fun together. And I mean, it's almost unfortunate because we know each other so well. But I mean, he amazes me every time I sit down and talk. I feel closer to him than some of the boyfriends that I've had. I mean, I feel more relaxed around him or more comfortable with him than I do. So it's sort of, and I mean, I've never really had a brother. There is part of that, but it's like a love on a very different level, and it's hard to really explain. And whenever I've tried to explain it to people, it's been misinterpreted. And it's a shame because it hurts him too when he feels that people misinterpret the way we feel about each other.
Brooke also explains that her bond with Michael did not feel forced. It started naturally because they were both young, famous, and living under pressure that most people could never understand. They connected because they saw something familiar in each other. It was not about publicity or trying to look like the perfect celebrity pair for the cameras. It was more about comfort, laughter, and having someone who understood what it felt like to grow up while the whole world watched. When Brooke says they were fans of each other, it gives their story a softer meaning. Before their closeness became personal, there was already respect and excitement on both sides.
We were like I was 13, I think, when I first met him, and we were fans of each other's, and we just immediately hit it off. We laughed so hard. I wasn't trying to get a music career. I wasn't trying to get anything from him, and we just started hanging out.
Michael's video message to Brooke makes their connection feel even more sincere. It shows that the affection was not only something Brooke remembered years later. Michael also expressed it in his own calm and gentle way. Even though the message is short, it feels personal. He does not sound like a celebrity giving a stiff greeting for the camera. He sounds relaxed, caring, and comfortable, like he is speaking to someone who genuinely mattered to him.
Hello, Brooke. I'm working on my album. I just wanted to say hello, and I hope I get to see you soon. Just a brief message on video. Goodbye.
Then comes Lisa Marie Presley, and the story becomes much more direct. Michael does not try to sound smooth or overly confident. He openly admits that he had noticed her for years, which makes the moment feel honest. When he talks about her marrying someone else, it sounds like he always believed there was something between them that had not fully happened yet. He says it in that soft, indirect Michael way, almost like he is testing the feeling without pushing too hard.
He was 18. I used to tell my lawyer, John Branca, "Do you know Lisa Marie Presley?" He'd go, "Well, I represent her mother." I go, "Well, can you get in touch with her? Because I think she's really cute." He'd laugh every time. He goes, "I'll do my best." That's what he'd say. Then he'd come back. I said, "Well, did you find out?" He said, "No, there's nothing." So I would worry him about this all the time. And the next thing I noticed, there's a picture on a magazine cover where she's married, which really tore me to pieces. And then, because I felt that was supposed to be me. I really did.
Lisa's reaction makes the exchange stronger because it feels like she understands exactly what he means. The moment has a quiet, romantic energy, like both of them already knew there was something there before it was said out loud.
Who said the word marriage first?
I did.
He did.
I did.
When? Where?
On the telephone.
Yeah, on the telephone.
He first asked me.
When?
We were dating now for 4 months. Right? 4 months?
I don't remember.
Well, anyway, we were spending a lot of time together. I don't know how I didn't manage to get in the press because we weren't hiding it. I was in Las Vegas. We were in Neverland.
Everywhere.
We were everywhere. I went to Atlanta. We were in bookstores. We were in bookstores. We were not hiding it.
And you said yes right away?
I was separated for 4 months, and he said, what would you do if I asked you to marry me? And I said, I would.
Big I would, though. You were really enthusiastic.
When she talked about being in love with him and answered personal questions directly, the interview became more than a celebrity appearance. She did not sound like someone trying to protect an image or follow a public relations script. She sounded like someone tired of people treating her marriage like a joke. Lisa wanted the public to understand that it was not fake for her. She loved him, stood beside him, and was not afraid to say it clearly, even when people kept questioning it.
I'm not going to marry somebody for any reason other than the fact that I fall in love with them. Period. Period. And they can eat it if they want to think anything different.
To put it succinctly.
Yeah.
What is it you love the most about him?
What do I love the most about him? Everything. He's amazing. I really admire him. I respect him. I admire him. I'm in love with him. And no, we don't sleep in separate bedrooms. Thank you very much. And, I love everything about him.
On the other hand, Irene Cara had a backstage moment with Michael. At the 1984 Grammy Awards, they are seen sharing a kiss backstage, and the moment feels warm without needing much explanation. Michael does not look like he is trying to impress anyone or act bigger than the moment. He simply has that quiet charm that makes people feel comfortable around him. That is why the moment works. Even in a quick backstage exchange, you can see how other stars reacted to him with affection and ease. It is another small example of how naturally magnetic he could be, even when he was away from the stage.
Michael Jackson and Quincy Jones producer. Flashdance, What a Feeling? By Irene Cara, Giorgio Moroder producer. The record of the year is, she said, Beat It, Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, and Michael Jackson.
Whitney Houston's story carries that same kind of warmth. She sounds genuinely touched that Michael personally chose her, like his attention meant something special to her. The way she talks about it feels shy, sweet, and honest, as if his compliment stayed with her long after the moment was over. This was not only about one famous artist praising another, it showed how Michael could make even a major star like Whitney feel noticed and appreciated. That is what makes the story memorable. He had a way of making people feel seen, even when they were already huge names themselves.
I was asked by Michael Jackson, because he was honored last year, to sing one of his favorite songs, which was The Greatest Love. And I came here last year, and it was my first year, and I sang. And this year, earlier this year, Michael called me and told me that I was receiving it this year. So, I mean, I'm very excited about it. And I said, really? Me? He said, yeah, you.
Whitney also shared a story about a date with Michael, and the way she tells it gives the moment a playful twist. She remembers thinking Michael was flirting with her under the table, and her reaction makes the story feel funny without becoming too serious. It sounds teasing, not dramatic. That is what makes it work. Whitney talks about him with respect, but also with that little smile people have when they are remembering someone who made them laugh. It feels like she is looking back on Michael, not only as an icon, but as someone with a charm that stayed with her.
He picked me up in a helicopter, and I got to the house, and he had a coach and buggy pick me up from the gate to his home. We were in the kitchen, and this is when he had bubbles. He's a monkey. I had taken off my shoes, and I felt this little nibble at my toe. And I thought Michael was playing on my toes like, oh, Mike, aren't you special? But it was bubbles sucking on my big toe. I thought to myself, he was, to me, the greatest entertainer I had ever seen in my life. He was a gentleman, and he was very kind, and I'll always love him. Always.
Naomi Campbell's chemistry with Michael was different because it played out directly on camera. While shooting his music video, Michael and Naomi looked close, stylish, and playful with each other. The whole energy feels confident and controlled, like both of them understood exactly how strong the chemistry looked. Michael may have been shy in many interviews, but in front of the camera with Naomi, he knew how to create a moment people would remember. That is what makes this moment stand out. It is not just about the visuals, it is about the way they match each other's energy and make the scene feel effortless.
He's just really sweet and shy and down to earth.
The Monte Carlo introduction also has that larger-than-life feeling. She is building the moment before Michael even appears. The way she introduces him adds excitement and glamour to the room, and it makes the award feel bigger before he steps forward. Then, after Michael finishes his speech, his small gesture for her to come backstage gives the scene a playful ending. It is a tiny detail, but it makes the moment feel more personal. For a second, the formality drops, and you see a lighter exchange between them.
Good evening. Our next award winner has been making history since he stepped into the recording studio at the age of 7. He has written, sung, danced, and produced more successful music than anyone in this recording industry. It's fitting that his most recent album is called History Book 1 because his story keeps on going on and on. I'm especially happy to present him with this World Music Award representing his sales in his own country. The world's best-selling American male artist, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Jackson.
Then comes Britney Spears, and her admiration for Michael always felt very open. In interviews, whenever she talked about him, there was a mix of respect, excitement, and nervous fan energy. She talks about embarrassing herself in front of him and remembers the name he used to call her, which makes the story feel personal. She is not just praising another famous artist because it sounds good. She is remembering real moments with someone she deeply looked up to. That is what makes Britney's moments fit so well in this story. Even after becoming one of the biggest pop stars in the world, she still reacted to Michael like someone who knew she had met a legend.
Michael Jackson, I just think he's a genius. He's not only an incredible songwriter, but he's an incredible performer, everything, you know, and I just really respect his music.
So what I read about the fact that you're going to do a duet with Michael Jackson was it was going to be a duet with Michael Jackson and that it'll be out next year.
It's not really a duet. I'm not really supposed to say, but the part I can say,
Okay.
he did phone me, and we did talk on the phone.
And was it like your phone, did your own personal phone ring and you
Yes,
went,
it
hello?
did. Yes, it did. And I was like, hello. And I was like, hi, can I speak to Britney? I was like, this is her. Hi, this is Michael. It's like, Michael who? Michael Jackson? I was like, who is this? Who is this? I was such a dork. But it was him.
Come on, tell me the whole conversation.
Well, I can't tell you that.
Oh, can you not? Oh, but he said, hi, it's Michael.
He called me Applehead. I don't know why he called me Applehead, I'll tell you that.
Britney also shared in another interview that she once got to go out with Michael, and she still spoke about him with real admiration afterward. That makes the story feel bigger than simple fan excitement. It shows that her respect for him was not just for the cameras or for one public appearance. Even when public opinion around Michael became complicated, Britney still defended him and remembered him in a positive way. To her, he was not only the superstar she grew up admiring, he was someone who treated her kindly and left a strong impression on her. The way she talks about him makes it clear that meeting Michael stayed with her.
You know what? I really like that outfit. Oh, and I got to go out with Michael Jackson. That was cool.
So happy birthday, my friend, the king of pop.
He's still an idol of yours?
Yeah, I think that he's done, you really think of a genius that he is. I mean, he's brilliant. And Billie Jean, all the old stuff that he used to do, I think he's great.
Doesn't he worry you, though? The baby over the balcony kind of Michael Jackson?
Well, I think maybe growing up like at such a young age, and it's probably affected him somewhat, and maybe it's but I think he's a great person at heart, and I just think maybe he needs me to call him, maybe. He probably needs some friends around him, to be honest, or, You
think all the stuff written about him is untrue with little kids?
I want to think that's untrue. I choose to believe that's untrue. Yeah.
Celine Dion's reaction brings the story back to the emotional side of Michael's influence. Her face says almost everything before she even finishes speaking. She is not only remembering Michael as a legendary artist, she is remembering what he meant to her as a young girl. She talks about having the Jacksons on her bedroom wall, dreaming about that world, and even learning English, partly because of Michael. Then years later, she actually met him, sang with him, and had him come watch her show. That is what makes this part feel powerful. It is like a childhood dream slowly turning into a real-life memory.
I've been a big fan. I'm still a big fan of Michael Jackson. When I was like 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, I remember the ceiling of my bedroom was on an angle like this. And I remember having Michael's posters in my bedroom.
Those little Afro posters of him, I had them too. I always thought I was going to marry Jackie Jackson, actually.
Yeah? Well, I didn't go that far.
Okay, good.
I thought as a French-speaking person that maybe I should learn English just in case that I would be maybe on stage with him one day.
Really?
So Michael was a big influence for me to learn English language.
Yes.
Second of all, I said, if I can be in show business and sing, maybe I'll get to sing with him. So anyway, I went to school to learn English. I met with him. I sang with him. He came to Vegas to see my show.
And when Celine says she will always love Michael, it sounds bigger than a normal celebrity compliment. It feels emotional, personal, and full of the admiration she carried from childhood into adulthood. That is what ties all these memories together. Celine remembered him like someone who helped shape her dream before she ever became a star herself.
It was not a thinking of a decision for me. I was there. But at the same time, I was mad that he was no longer with us. And I wanted so much to make sure that his message that he was believing in so much, that was going to be heard. And I think all of us, we didn't really want to perform. We just wanted to carry his message. And I was very honored that I was part of it. I will always love Michael Jackson very much.
If this video made you see Michael's charm in a different way, make sure to like, subscribe, and share.